In this session, we're gonna go back and we're gonna cover some of the navigation tools. We did cover them slightly before. We did overlap to them, but your primary navigation tools for Dran-View are located under the Home ribbon. And again, by navigation, it's how to select an event. It's how to zoom into data. It's looking at the delta tools and panning and different things like that. We sort of touched on them before, but again, how do you do that? You individually select an individual event. Again, you have the navigation tools on the toolbar to go and kind of forward and rewind and go and select them. What we didn't mention before, you also have these little upside down triangles. So you have the ability to select them, and you can go in and you can select any individual event from there. And you can see everything is interactive. When you select something on the timeline, your event marker moves in your event list, and the details of that event update on the right-hand side. So that's extremely powerful to do that. So everything in all these panes are linked together. As we mentioned before, zooming is extremely powerful. It's one of the most powerful capabilities of Dran-View, and the basic infinite level of zoom. So again, what we have here is a simple demo database, and I'll go back and do that example. Maybe I want to see where this valley went before. So I go make my event details my active pane. I select the zoom tool, and I just draw a zoom box to the particular area that I'd like to go to. So I can easily see that this is where my dip occurred. Now, maybe I want to know how far that dip went down. So I pick up the delta tool, start at my peak where it was. Maybe I'll start for channel A as a reference. They're all about the same. And I drag my delta tool and I move my crosshairs to that peak over there. So drop down about 16.6, about 20.38 volts. And that was over one cycle, about 16 milliseconds that we chose. So you can see it immediately dropped down about 20 volts, and that was the beginning of the dip that we had over here. So again, you can do that multiple times as we spoke about before. So it's very easy to get these markers. You can do screenshots. These are now embedded into what you're looking at, and you can get these very easily off the graph. So once you're in and you've zoomed in, you can unzoom all back to the beginning. But a nice powerful feature is the pan tool. And the pan tool is really powerful. If you zoom into a particular area, let's say I just arbitrarily picked the, oops, I'm sorry. That's the delta tool. So let's shut that off and let's go choose zoom. We go zoom into a particular area. Now I have a particular zoom level. Maybe I want to move left and right in my window of time to go look at what's available. So I pick up the pan tool. I take the pan tool and I grab it, and you can see I'm moving my data into this little window of time that I chose, and I can look at the cycles as they come along. I can move up, I can move down, I can move left, and I can move right. So I'm panning my data left and right through the window. So it's easier to demonstrate maybe over here. I'll zoom into the timeline to a particular place. Now I'll pan. You can see I'm moving left and right, and I can see data on either side. So that's the ability to do that. It's very, very easy. And in that time, I can contract or I can expand the area. So I can change the zoom level by contracting and expanding the area. So you have many ways to go through and navigate the data that we have here. And everyone who uses the zoom tool, people pick up anything else to their liking and use the panning and the expanding and contraction as you get more advanced within Dran-View. But certainly the zoom tool is extremely powerful to do that. So let's pause here. Let's answer any questions specific to navigation, and then we'll continue.